Good evening, Rotorua. Welcome to City News. Just ahead in your Tuesday night news bulletin. New police area commander appointed for the Western Bay of Plenty. A liquid waste removal company fined $35,000. And Bay of Plenty Sport nominated for New Zealand Sport and Recreation Awards. Those stories and more tonight on City News. The Medical Director for Lakes DHB, Dr Johan Moreau, says child health in our area should remain a top priority for our health system. Dr Moreau has resigned as the Medical Director for Lakes DHB effective from June. Dr Moreau says during his career he's seen the causes and patterns related to child health and wants to finish his career setting in place the systems to help vulnerable children.
Having worked here as a paediatrician for since the end of 1983, you get exposed to, you know what this child health community looks like, and so you know the problems, the things that children become sick with, the things that they die from, the pattern of what the child health problems in our setting are, and it also becomes very clear as to what the reasons for that are, and the majority of those are preventable. And as a system, nationally, we've not adequately prevented these, and we really have to do so. I wouldn't be happy to finish a clinical career having just cared for people. We really have to get the systems in place that will stop these kids from being so sick.
And we have more from Dr Johan Moreau in tonight's edition of City News. Inspector Clifford Paxton has been appointed as the new area commander for the Western Bay of Plenty police area. Inspector Paxton is currently the Northland Police District Road Policing Manager, and he will take up his new appointment in Western Bay of Plenty in April. Inspector Paxton says he's looking forward to commencing in his new role as the area commander and acknowledges the policing efforts of the previous area commander, relieving area commanders, police members and the support of partners and communities in the Western Bay of Plenty. A liquid waste removal company has been fined $35,000 in the District Court at Tauranga after pleading guilty to 3 offences under the Resource Management Act of 1991. Bay of Plenty Regional Council's Pollution Prevention Manager Nick Zayman says the successful prosecution of 3 charges against Pete's Takeaways Limited related to contaminated liquid overflowing from its sewage treatment facility in June 2011. Mr Zayman says liquid waste overflowed from treatment ponds and eventually reached the Waimapu stream at Oropi. In December, Pete's Takeaways Limited pleaded guilty to the 3 offences, and a fine of $35,000 was imposed by the court at the sentencing hearing yesterday. In sport tonight, the Bay of Plenty will be represented in the upcoming New Zealand Sport and Recreation Awards after finalists were announced this week by Sport New Zealand. The purpose of the awards is to recognise and celebrate the success in the sector, to share best practice and inspire excellence. Sport Bay of Plenty Marketing Manager Melanie Short says Bay of Plenty Sport is a finalist in 3 categories.
The first one is under the commercial category, which is our partnership with the Port of Tauranga. And the second one is a collaborative program that's been running it's now in its 2nd year, and that's called Go For It, which is a fundamental skills program which is being rolled out around the Bay of Plenty. And then the third one is a collaboration with Sport Bay of Plenty with the AIMS Games. So that's I guess that's an event that has just gone from strength to strength, and once again Sport Bay of Plenty is one part of the team that runs that event.
Winners will be announced on the 30th of April at the New Zealand Sport and Recreation Awards dinner to be held at the Rotorua Convention Centre. Te Weda Now Rotorua brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, fine southerly breezes, overnight a low of 6. Tomorrow Wednesday, fine light winds, a high of 19 and low of 8. Long range for Thursday, long fine spells, light winds, a high of 21 and low of 9. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for Wednesday, variable 5 knots tending northeast 10 knots for a time in the afternoon, waves less than half a metre and fine. If you've missed any of tonight's bulletin, you can watch it again by going to tvrotorua.co.nz and click on the View Latest City News link. Or to view what's on in our city, click on the Upcoming Events link. Still to come tonight on City News, Lou Parker talks with retiring Medical Director Johan Moreau. We meet Yvonne Vincent from the Parent Centre, and I'm in the studio with Rotorua District Councillor Maureen Waka.